It's Monday, January 5th, 2025. Coming up on the program today, KFC is home to finger-lickin demonic chicken. Plus, Meade Skelton doesn't get explosive shits from kale anymore. Implanting a uterus just to feel the sweet release of an aborted fetus. And Grok AI has turned up the pedo dial again. Distorted View Daily proudly presents great moments in 911 emergency phone calls.
911 emergency?
This is something you got to see. This is unbelievable.
And what's the problem there?
I got a man in the pool. He's got his private stuck in the pump line.
What? You're kidding me.
I'm telling you, honest to God, something you really got to see to believe.
North Florida?
Yes, ma'am.
You're 45. You gotta stop laughing here.
Yeah, this is something you just don't see every day.
And he's in the pool?
He's in the pool. He said he's been in there for 3 hours. It's got to be shriveled up like hell. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's doing this. Okay, are you security there?
Yeah, but I'm the night clerk here.
You're the night clerk. You can't keep laughing.
It's Distorted View Daily, sponsored by TV listener Jeremy.
Yes, Jim Henson back here with you. Everything is new. New week, new month, new year, new attitude, new gender.
Hey guys, this is Peppermint.
Peppermint wants to get crazy in 2026. She is uninhibited and she loves the raunch.
I want you to shoot big strands of jizz on your stomach. I'm gonna snort that dick snot right off your belly like I'm a goddamn Coke Chunky. Oh, I'm ready to party.
All right, calm down, Peppermint. One thing that has not changed is my wonderful freaks sponsoring episodes of DV. Today, Jeremy is the sponsor. Rod or Pay, tell us a little more.
I'd be happy to, Tim, but first let me say Happy New Year. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
As a matter of fact, I do. My resolution is to grow Distorted View Daily so by the end of the year, we've got more downloads than the Joe Rogan Experience.
The most popular podcast in the world. That is a lofty goal, Tim.
I know, but I believe it's doable. I have so much confidence. Let me add this. If we don't achieve this goal, I will set myself on fire and jump off a cliff.
Don't do that.
No, I'm going to. And it's going to be a really, deep cliff. One with a lot of jagged rocks at the bottom. Really finish the job.
Yeah, I don't think you should do any of that. But just out of curiosity, why are you going to set yourself on fire and jump off a cliff?
Oh, Rod, you stupid, silly man. I'm an entertainer. I have to put on a show. It's called theatrics. Simply throwing yourself off a cliff isn't spectacular enough. But who wouldn't want to see a fiery ball of flaming fairy falling and frantically screaming to his ultimate demise? I might even tape some fireworks to my chest for a little more razzle-dazzle.
I'm starting to think you want to kill yourself.
Why would you say that? I have every bit of confidence in the world that by the end of the year, we will surpass the Joe Rogan Experience as the #1 podcast in the world. How hard is it? I already have 327 listeners. Oh, I'm sorry, 326. Someone just unfollowed. The point is, you don't have anything to worry about. Your boy is not going to be strapping fireworks to his chest, lighting himself on fire, and riding a Segway scooter off of a cliff.
Oh, you're going to be on a Segway scooter now.
Yeah, that's just more razzle-dazzle. Also, I'll only be wearing bra and panties. You know, the more I talk myself through this, the more I'm liking this idea. Yeah, let's just end it all. Go out in a blaze of glory.
Kind of sounds like you're having a mental health crisis.
I sure am, Rod. I sure am. Anyway, tell us about today's sponsor.
Yes, DB listener Jeremy PayPal $50 saying 25 is not enough. I've been listening for too long, 15 years. Could you play a clip or a show from as old as you can find?
Yes, well, thank you very much for the sponsorship. Really do appreciate it. I will play a few very, very old clips. later on. I don't think we've ever played these before. I know I have played some really old stuff from like 2000, but I'm always finding little clips of stuff on old hard drives. So I'll share that with you at the end of the program. I do have some new audio I want to get into today. The first clip is very short, and it's one of those videos where you look at the comments afterwards and realize the whole world does not think like you. Earlier today, I was on the Cincinnati subreddit, and someone who attended a recent performance of Hamilton, I guess Hamilton is touring across the country right now, they were upset because they attended a performance of Hamilton here in Cincinnati, and the whole show was ruined because people in the audience were singing along to the music. Then I ran across this video. This is not a performance of Hamilton. This, I guess, is some performance of Mamma Mia. Same thing happened, though. A man was trying to enjoy the performance with his children, and people all around him were screeching and cackling and singing. So he started screaming and interrupted the whole fucking show.
I need a security over here now. Because these ladies and this whole section's gonna vouch for it. You wanna make a scene? I'm gonna make a scene.
I can't hear the performers. Now you're all gonna pay. You fucked with the wrong mouse. Mickey is pissed. The person who posted this video wrote, I guess you can't sing along at a musical if you're sitting behind this guy. Yeah, exactly. Don't sing along with the musical. If you were any good, you would be up on stage. We all paid money to hear the real performers, the professionals. Am I completely in the wrong here? Any of you theater dorks have something to say to me about this? Huh? Come in me, bro. This guy continues to demand that an entire section of the crowd be removed.
For it. You want to make a scene? I'm going to make a scene. Messing my teenage nieces again. Stop. Bullshit. I need, where is their security guard? I need security right here. Because this whole section knows they've been loud and obnoxious. Now they want to use profanity in front of my nieces. I'm so sorry. Once you start messing with my teenage nieces, then I got an issue with that.
I have a feeling he's going to be removed, right?
You never heard this right?
Yeah, security's not even there. It's like an usher, and they keep kind of like pushing him out towards the aisle. Yeah, like you're going to be going home, sir. Remember the same thing happened when that movie Wicked came out? Screenings were ruined because tone-deaf bitches and their homosexual friends couldn't help themselves. They were so excited, jubilant about this movie. They couldn't keep it contained. They just had to sing along with the performance. Eventually, movie theaters were like, all right, listen, we will have special screenings where you can be as loud as you fucking want and croak along to the songs. You know, the last time I bitched about this, someone emailed me and said, Tim, some movies rely on audience participation. Have you ever been to a Rocky Horror Picture Show screening? And I'm like, first of all, that movie came out in 1912. It's goddamn ancient, right? It's not a new movie. This is completely different. The whole reason why there are still screenings of the Rocky Horror Picture Show is because people dress up, people, call out and reply to shit in the movie. That's different. 15 years from now, if they want to put Wicked back in the theaters and have people sing along with it, whatever, that's fine. Not new releases, though. Come on. We live in a society, folks. No one wants to hear you in public. Just shut the fuck up. Side note, everything is annoying me today, so you're getting grumpy, Tim. I know this is probably not the best way to start off a new year, but remember last year, I got on the mic here in early 2025 and I was like, this year's going to be great. Best year ever. Good things are going to happen. And it was a complete shit show. So we're going to try a different tack this year. Let's start the year off miserable and see how it goes. Taylor Alicia has a YouTube channel called The Bible Chick. And this has Christian grifter written all over it. She even says in the description, I'm Taylor Alicia. I began my journey to Jesus after experiencing the highs and lows of being a social media influencer. First of all, yuck. Second of all, she's basically saying, I was a social media influencer, and once that stopped paying the bills, I had to find a new angle. Christians are easy marks, I guess. Anytime someone's entertainment career goes belly up, they magically find Jesus. Or like if trouble is brewing, a la, rape allegations or something, all of a sudden they become uber Christian influencers like Russell Brand, for instance. Anyway, in the case of Taylor Alicia, we've got a real deep thinker here. She does a lot of research for her videos, like this one, demonic commercials.
Hi, as you probably know, it has basically become a fact at this point that there is so many dark and often hidden messages in so many movies and TV shows. But did you know that it is the same case when it comes to commercials? And there is often more than meets the eye.
Let's discover the evil within our favorite products.
When I was researching for this video,
she says that in a lot of her videos, and it's like, bitch, I know you did a Google search for demonic commercials, and then you're just regurgitating a listicle you found on goddamn BuzzFeed or something. But okay, go ahead. You did your research.
I stumbled upon something that I grew up with as a kid. A product I personally owned and weirdly brought everywhere with me, which kind of freaks me out now, knowing more about this product and what is behind this product and how it is constantly advertised to children specifically. And that is the Magic 8-Ball.
When's the last time you saw a commercial for a Magic 8-Ball? First of all, honey, I don't know why you're acting so surprised. It's a fortune-telling device. That's how it's marketed. It's right in the name, magic. Of course Christians are going to be spooked out by that thing. I mean, if you're an idiot. As a kid, you're like, yeah, sure. This thing is spooky and mystical. Until you're old enough to realize, oh, it's just some blue goo with a die in it. You know, like those 20-sided dice with words are written on it. And it's just random. But, you know, this is an adult woman who thinks that this is satanic.
The Magic 8-Ball was originally created by a man named Albert C. Carter. He was inspired by his mother, who practiced divination.
By the way, people in the comments are eating this shit up. It's horrible how they're targeting literal kids. Leave them alone!
The Magic 8-Ball was and still is a spirit writing device to connect with the spiritual realm, which, as we know in the Bible, is the demonic realm. Whenever you seek out mediums, fortune telling, crystal balls, you are talking to demons. That's why the Bible warns against it.
Okay, even though she's a little dramatic, you can sort of see that one coming. You know, like Ouija boards, Magic 8-Ball fortune-telling toys. You know that's gonna rile Christians up. Then there's this.
And I've been wanting to make a video on the Kardashians for a little bit now because there is many speculations that claim the Kardashians are very much involved in witchcraft. So
okay, now that I can understand. This seems reasonable.
Kris Jenner, back in the day, was selling witchcraft candles.
Once in a very long while, a truly remarkable product comes our way that challenges what we think and can dramatically improve our lives. Hello, I'm Kris Jenner. In the next few moments, you're going to discover a product that is so powerful, it can enhance your life forever.
They're my satanic incense candles called Sincense. That is not a bad idea for a product. All right, look, Kris Jenner is a whore. She was hired to host an infomercial. Do you think she actually believes this shit? No, she was hired to do a job. By the way, how is this any different than those like Peter Popoff miracle water capsules or pillows you're supposed to sleep on that'll give you extreme Christian supernatural wealth?
These are wicks of wisdom, and it's the special formulas added to these unique candles that make them so amazing. The powerful effects that they can bring to the people who burn them are truly extraordinary.
I might actually want to go through this entire infomercial with you freaks one day, because this sounds pretty stupid.
To open your mind to the possibility of making your dreams and your wishes come true.
Wicks of wisdom enhances your spirituality.
By the way, that guy who's speaking, he's a Christian priest in, you know, the complete priest garb. So how can that be satanic?
Check the bank. It showed money.
Yeah, she then invites a psychic onto the show to review her candles.
Yes, after the Kardashians, she turns her attention back to fortune-telling toys.
Sabrina's psychic crystal ball.
Oh God, her head's going to explode. An entire half hour of ABC's TGIF lineup was devoted to witchcraft and Satan worshiping. Honestly, I didn't even know Sabrina the Teenage Witch had branded toys.
Sabrina's psychic crystal ball.
What's with girls and psychic powers?
That's Salem the cat from the show.
My past now, it tells you all the answers to your most haunting questions. Yes!
Spellbinding.
Will Brad call?
And with a twist of her wrist, she makes magic happen.
They're also advertising little play sets. In one of them, there's a locker, and when you close it, it inside rotates. So when you reopen the locker, there's something inside of it. Like, ooh, look, a trophy appeared.
She's making magic for Harvey.
Yeah, now Harvey gets a trophy. Our Christian friend here links Sabrina the Teenage Witch to Tom Brady and Giselle Bundchen somehow.
A trophy with Sabrina.
The part where she's making magic for Harvey and makes him a trophy made me think of the real life witch, Giselle Bundchen, who has been very open about the fact that she helped Tom Brady get to where he is with her use of witchcraft.
I think witchcraft is used pretty loosely here. I think it's more a case of like, put it out in the universe and it will happen. It's like The Secret. You know, if you want Tom Brady to win the Super Bowl, say it's going to happen. Put some pictures on your desk of him winning trophies or whatever. So we've had some fortune-telling toys. And honestly, I can see how Christians might get a little nutso for that shit. The Kardashians. Where else could we possibly... Oh, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Where else could we possibly go?
We have arrived at our very last video for today, which is the KFC commercial. What started out as part 1 of their advertisement titled Believe in Chicken.
Yeah, some Christians have this belief that like anything that it looks weird or dark or mystical is satanic. Like Lord of the Rings, satanic. Harry Potter, satanic. Even though it's very clear that these are works of fiction. You know, this is not based in reality. Just like this KFC chicken ad, which begins in a laundromat.
Welcome to the news at 11, where we'll be chatting to the Minister for Artificial Intelligence about recent accusations that he's not real.
Okay, anymore. What can we even believe in anymore?
That's really all you hear in the commercial. Then there are like people dancing. There's a chicken, right? And then there are a bunch of, like, there are a crowd of people surrounding it, and the text on the screen displays believe in chicken. See what I mean? This one's a bit of a stretch, even for Christians. Instead of believing in Christ, KFC wants you to believe in chicken. Like, it's not mutually exclusive. You can believe in... Chicken is real. Chicken's out there. I believe in chicken. There was a part 2 to this commercial series, and our Christian YouTuber had an even bigger problem with that one.
Which features a boy walking alone in the woods until a girl meets him there, dressed in all brown. He is then surrounded by even more people dressed in all brown. They surround him, and then he becomes dressed in all brown like them. And then they find this giant golden egg, setting it down as someone picks up this boy from the woods. They then carry him out to the water, and my Christians watching can already tell what this scene looks like. It looks like a baptism.
Oh, shut up. It does not look like a baptism. It looks like gravy. She makes a big deal that everyone is brown bad, but they're turning him into chicken. These are chicken worshipers, which I guess can be construed as a little satanic. It's just supposed to be one of those like weird, what the hell did I just watch kind of campaigns.
I remember watching this commercial for the first time and watching the scene, and I was like, no, they're not going to do that. No, they definitely did. They definitely took this boy from the woods and baptized him in the water. Then he turned into a chicken.
Again, it's gravy, and when they pull this guy out of the gravy, he's not just a chicken, he's fried chicken, breaded and everything. Even if this was supposed to mimic the idea of a baptism, who in their right mind would watch this and think to themselves, yes, this is what I want. I want to worship chicken. I want to be a born-again drumstick.
And we are well aware now, it is always Christianity.
We're always the victim. Why do they do this to us? Like, calm down. No one is attacking you.
And I'm going to tell you what we're not going to do. We're not going to sit here and pretend that this wasn't intentional and spiritual. Lastly, like many other Christians, I don't think I'll be eating at KFC anymore. And I really liked their mashed potato bowl.
Oh, poor thing. She can't, in good conscience, order their mashed potato bowl anymore. By the way, honey, it's called a famous bowl. Use the proper terminology. I don't think she was a fan of KFC to begin with. I have noticed there's a certain percentage of the Christian population that really thrives on being attacked. They love the idea of being defenders of Christ. You know, there's evil products out to turn us into Satanists. In one of her most recent videos, She's like, our churches aren't even safe. Witches have infiltrated it.
Yes, you heard that correctly. The odds that there is a witch that attends your church are higher than you would think.
There are witches in church. Listen, there are witches on the pulpit. There are witches in the...
To support her argument, she then plays a bunch of videos from TikTokers. Aha. Proof, you see.
Praise and worship tea. There are prayer warriors that are witches.
I'm not going to play much more because we have to move on, but here is just a little closer.
It really makes sense the more you think about it, because the devil is the ultimate imitator of Christ. He's the biggest copycat, so it shouldn't be shocking to discover that those who walk with him use the Bible against us, and they actually use the Bible to cast spells.
I have a feeling this is a way for more stringent or hardcore Christians to cast doubt on more lenient, loving, hippy-dippy Christians and their teachings, like Jesus loves everyone. Everyone's going to go to heaven if all you have to do is just ask for forgiveness. And then there are other preachers who are like, fags will burn. Jezebel women are going to burn. You vote for a Muslim for mayor, you're going to burn. There's a spectrum of preachers out there, and I think it would be easy for those types to be like, if you go to one of those namby-pamby churches with a witch as a pastor, you going to hell too, Witches have infiltrated the church. I don't know how these people exist. They're constantly scared, constantly feeling like they're under attack. Meet Skelton, basically, kind of how he operates. He's always under some sort of demonic attack. Oh, by the way, Mead did post a new video for 2026. These are resolutions. He calls them goals. His first goal is to buy a suit. All right, manageable. Here is his second goal.
I'm going to try, I haven't done this, folks. I've never had a beard or a mustache. Now, someone say, look at J.D. Vance. He does that to enhance his appearance.
Yeah, also eyeliner. You should try that, Mead.
I always thought beards and mustaches were for communists, and my father did too. He always said that, you don't want to be a liberal. But I'm not sure if I should have a beard or mustache, but I think it could enhance my look. I might try it just to see what I look like with a beard, because I never had a beard.
Oh, yes, please do that. My guess is he's going to look like evil Spock from Star Trek, That's how he's bad. It would be funny if Mead adopted, what he considered to be an evil alter ego that wears a goatee or something. Liberal Mead Skelton. Could be a whole series of videos.
It takes me a while. I'm a Native American, part Native American. It takes me a while to grow facial hair.
Okay, don't blame your low testosterone and high estrogen count on your Native American ancestry. You're a lady boy.
It's not a low T thing. It's just a Native American thing. I don't grow facial hair very well. It takes me at least 3 weeks before I see stubble.
Oh my God, I got to see Mead with facial hair. I want it to be all patchy or wispy.
If I don't shave.
And I hope he does that thing where he grows it on his lower neck.
But I think I'm going to try a mustache or a beard just to see. But I won't do that until I really get down to a lean weight, because there's nothing worse than a fat man with a beard. I don't want to be a neck beard, okay? I don't want to be another fat guy with a beard and mustache.
He's on to me. He's poo-pooing all of my good ideas.
Wait till I get down to another 30 pounds, and then I'll do that.
2026 does seem to be like it's going to be a big year for me.
Of course, next year I'm also going back to school. I'm going to Liberty University.
Oh, my God.
The most conservative college in the United States, and it's located right here in Virginia, in Lynchburg, Virginia. I just love the sound of that name, Lynchburg.
Okay, what a fucking asshole. I thought Mead was about to graduate, right? Like he was only a few credits short. Now he's going to go to a completely new college, one that is expensive.
Because it reminds me of, whiskey and old things. But it's in Lynchburg, Virginia, and so I'll be taking online courses there.
Oh, okay.
And online. I am a communications major, y'all.
Okay, so communication. I mean, look, as someone who is not a college graduate, I probably shouldn't be speaking, but I'm pretty sure a communications degree is worthless, especially when you factor in all of Mead's other quirks. That all adds up to unhireable. So, enjoy the debt.
I have a solid GPA, but I have to redo my math because, I was terrible at math. They want me to redo that. But they're only going to make me take one math course. That's what I love about these Christian universities. They don't shove the math in your face.
How is this a real fucking college? Yeah, to get my bachelor's degree, I just need to take 4 credit hours worth of math and 72 credit hours of tongue talking. I'm getting my final oral presentation ready. It's titled Ashabalaka Boka Maka Waka To To To. Yeah, I'm gonna ace it.
There's a lot more important things than math, okay? So I like that, and it's very easygoing and go with the flow. And I don't know if I'll move to Lynchburg. I would rather live in Lynchburg than Richmond.
Why would you move there if you're taking online courses? I don't think Meade has really thought this all the way through. 2026 does seem to be Meade's year, though.
My migraines are going away. Mm-hmm. My bloats are getting better.
Yeah, the voices in my head have subsided. That was a real problem for Meade in 2025. The devil stopped telling me to drink bleach.
And the funny thing is, kale does not give me diarrhea.
Right. This is not really any information we need. I don't know why you're including this in your goals for 2026 video, but newsflash, kale does not give me diarrhea.
The opposite of what most people get because they get diarrhea from these foods. But
all right, let's change the subject. Towards the end of the video, Meade starts talking about his imaginary wife.
My wife would be so happy because I would be, I'm not saying I'm a simp, okay, but I would be there. I would not even think on cheating of my wife.
At first, you're like, oh, that's a nice thought. Meade is going to be an honorable guy, devoted, not cheat. But it's for all the wrong reasons.
I would not even think on cheating of my wife. I'd be too lazy. It's too much effort to cheat.
Yeah, Meade just has no ambition, no drive. That's why he's not going to cheat on you. By the way, I'm pretty sure I have said something similar on the podcast. Who has that kind of extra time to be fucking around? Cheating is just too much work.
So I'd be too lazy to be infidelity is not something I would do. I will say this. I think my wife would be very, very pleasantly surprised on her honeymoon. Let's say this. Small things come in big packages.
But you're big.
Okay.
Is he trying to say, even though he has a small penis, he's really good, with using it?
Or is it big things come in small packages? I can't remember. Anyway, I don't think she'd be disappointed.
Whip it out, Meade. Whip it out. Let's see it.
In any sort of way.
Again, this is supposed to be like a New Year's resolution video. He is all over the map. I will provide a link on the show notes today so you can check it out for yourself. And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to the fucked up news right now. It is the last day to take advantage of the holiday sideshow deals. Get 33% off monthly or yearly or even lifetime memberships. You gotta act now. Go to distortedview.com. Let's start 2026 off right. Tomorrow's episode is going to be sideshow exclusive, so if you want to hear it, you gotta sign up. Go to distortedview.com right now. Other ways to support the show. We've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Pledge $5, get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. You can still sponsor an episode of DV for only $25. PayPal me, show@distortedview.com. And make sure to either email me or include a note in the payment stating how you want to sponsor the show, what you want me to talk about, any audio clips you want me to play, or messages to convey. Again, to sponsor an episode of the show, only $25, show@distortedview.com. And yes, the DV store is still open for a limited time. Get your final orders in now before we close up the shop. Promo code AIDS will get you 20% off your order of $50 or more. Not a bad deal. Oh, there is one more thing I wanted to mention. This is kind of weird, but I wanted to give you freaks first dibs before I post this stuff up on eBay. Over the years, I have acquired so much audio equipment that I've got too much that I don't need anymore. I've collected this stuff over the years, and it's just taking up space. So I'm trying to sell it. A lot of audio mixers, hardware, microphones, voice changers. I've created a little Google spreadsheet with everything that I have available. I'm giving you guys first dibs at this. If you're interested, just, email me. I put my email address in the spreadsheet. There's even a few non-audio things, like one of those like retro console things that plays NES, SNES, and Genesis games, and just some other weird assorted stuff I'm trying to get rid of. Take a look at the spreadsheet, and again, email me if you need some audio hardware for your own podcast or whatever you're doing. Music production, maybe? I don't know. All right, listen, I've got 2 very quick stories, then we'll get the hell out of here. First up, it's a new year and a new scandal involving Grok, the AI from Elon Musk. In the past, Grok has been very pro-Nazi, pro-swastika. It would spit out the most insane stuff. Kind of what made it the most fun chatbot to converse with. You never knew what it was going to say, and chances are it was going to be something pro-rape. For a while, things had calmed down over there on XAI. Grok behaved as it should. That has all changed recently. An artificial intelligence chatbot built into Elon Musk's social media platform X has recently generated sexualized images of women and children. That's the real problem. After users requested edits to real photographs. Give that baby a 10-inch dong. That toddler needs a Brazilian butt lift. Give that dog big dick-sucking lips. I don't know if Grok would do that. The tool, known as Grok, has been used by X users to digitally alter photos of people, often women, of course, to depict them wearing minimal or revealing clothing. In several instances reviewed by Reuters, the chatbot also produced sexualized images of minors. Not children. Oh, these are coal miners. Look at that guy with ash on his face wearing a thong. Sexy. These are children. X and its AI subsidiary, XAI, did not respond to requests for comment. In a previous statement addressing reports of explicit content involving children on the platform, XAI dismissed the claim as inaccurate. You're wrong. Never happened. The surge in altered images began circulating widely on X in recent days, with users tagging Grok directly and requesting clothing removal or transformation. In a brief review period, Reuters identified dozens of such public requests, many of which resulted in the AI producing revealing images with little resistance. One woman, Julie Yakari, a musician based in Brazil, said she became the target of the tool after posting an innocent photo of herself on the platform. Within hours, AI-generated images depicting her nearly nude were shared by other users. I didn't think it was possible. I was naive. Guys, I give you full permission. Take photos of me and tart me the fuck up. Give me nice, big, juicy tits. I would be pleased if you gave me a large penis. Go to town. As a matter of fact, tag me with the results. I'd love to see what I look like with big, fat, juicy, dick-sucking lips. All right, authorities in several countries have raised alarms. French government ministries said they reported X to prosecutors and regulators, calling the content sexual and sexist and manifestly illegal. India's Information Technology Ministry sent a formal letter to X accusing the platform of failing to prevent the generation and spread of obscene material. U.S. regulators declined to comment. Experts warn that the ease with which Grok can alter images lowers the barrier for creating non-consensual deepfake content, a problem that previously required specialized tools or paid services. Musk has appeared to downplay the controversy, responding with laughing emojis to posts showing AI-altered images of public figures, including himself, wearing bikinis. I'd also like to see that. Tag me in those photos as well. For Yakari, the experience has been deeply distressing. She said attempts to protest the images on X only led to more users generating increasingly explicit versions. Yeah, you should really just keep quiet. It's humiliating, she said. I feel shame for a body that isn't even mine. Well, if you thought we were going to escape the AI apocalypse in 2026, oh no, it's just going to get worse and worse. And DV is here to chronicle it all. Don't make me whip out Frank A.I. McDonald today. I'll do it. All right, a final story we have for you. A Kentucky woman has been charged with fetal homicide. Guys, let's not jump to conclusions. Maybe this was in self-defense. I've been saying it for years now, but kids are assholes. I guess that extends to newborns. A Kentucky woman has been charged with fetal homicide after authorities say she ended a pregnancy using abortion medication obtained online and later buried the remains on her property, a case that is raising new questions about how the state's abortion ban is being enforced. Answer: not well. Not going great over there in Kentucky. According to Kentucky State Police, the 35-year-old woman told investigators she ordered abortion pills through the internet. I remember when I thought it was absolutely amazing that you could order books online. They show up at your doorstep in about a week. In the past few weeks on the podcast, we've read about how people have ordered human remains, like faces, skin. All that shit is being purchased on the internet. Abortion pills. God, I just, despite its problems, I absolutely love the internet. It's an invaluable resource. All right. She took the abortion pills at home late last week. Troopers say the pregnancy ended the following day. The woman, I wonder what that feels like. If it's just like a painful shit. Also, I wonder how messy it is. I'm guessing it doesn't just all come out in one clean clump. Lots of like residual sludge that comes out. I wonder if there are entire abortion pill kits that you can get. Not just the pills that induce the abortion, but like, I don't know, cloth, wipes, deodorizers. There should be like a whole little abortion kit care package. There's another great business idea. Troopers say the pregnancy ended the following day. The woman later sought care at a medical clinic in Campton. See, this is where she went wrong. You live in a state that has pretty much outlawed abortion. What you need to do is you need to lie and say you had a miscarriage. Like, something went wrong. My stomach started gurgling, and the next thing I knew, a pile of gut shot out of my twat. You also have to act like you're sad about it. You're unprepared. You can't just walk in and be like, hey, I can't stop bleeding because I shat out a baby. You got to really sell it. My precious! What am I going to do now? It's gone! He's gone! Oh, my baby. Just lie. All right, the woman later sought care at a medical group in Campton where staff contacted law enforcement, fucking narcs, after learning she had self-managed the abortion. I like how they worded that. She sounds like someone I would hire. If I was in HR, you wrote that on a resume as one of your special skills or one of your accomplishments. I self-manage my own abortion. Wow. She takes initiative. She knows how to word that stuff. All right. Police allege the woman admitted to placing the fetal remains in a small light bulb box, dignified, and buried them in her backyard. An autopsy has been scheduled to determine how far along the pregnancy was at the time. She was arrested on charges including fetal homicide, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with physical evidence. The investigation was conducted by Kentucky State Police. The arrest comes as Kentucky continues to enforce a near-total abortion ban that allows the procedure only to prevent death or serious injury to the pregnant patient. The law does not include exceptions for rape or incest. While some neighboring states, like Ohio, permit abortions, I think we still permit abortions. I don't know. It's probably going to get banned over here, too. Get knocked up and terminate that baby while you can. If you want to experience what it feels like to shit out a baby, like I'm curious about. If only I had a uterus. I find myself saying that more and more. Like, I don't know how far we've come along with these transition procedures, but can uteruses be implanted in men? Is that a thing that could happen? Just curious. All right, supporters of the abortion restrictions say the case highlights broader concerns. Adia Walkner, executive director of Kentucky Right to Life, argued the situation underscores the need for stronger enforcement against the online distribution of abortion medication. Quote, these drugs are being shipped into the state without medical oversight, which I guess is a real problem, adding that her organization is pushing for legislation targeting what it describes as illegal trafficking of abortion pills. The woman remains in custody as the case moves forward. So there you go. Oh, real quick, because that was kind of a downer of a news story, especially, if you've had a miscarriage yourself or aborted a baby or something. I don't know. You might be sensitive about this. So let's lighten the mood. I found another end of the year list. No, this is not just a list of rejected vanity license plates. This is even better. What did Americans get stuck in our assholes this past year? A 2025 retrospective. Now, for those of you who don't know, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission database documents everything we've lodged in our vaginas and assholes. Women have been trying to cram all sorts of stuff up their hoo-ha this year, including cotton balls, sponges, You know that Sagittarius shouty. Someone jammed a bath bomb in their cunt. A plastic orca? A killer whale? Aluminum foil, which can't feel good up there. One incident is described as this. She was using a piece of plastic to masturbate when got spooked by the wind outside. I think she's a goddamn dog or something, barking at trees. Yeah, so she was using a piece of plastic, got scared because she heard the wind, and threw the sheets over herself like a fucking cartoon character. She threw sheets over herself in the process, lodging the piece of plastic deeper into her vagina, and she wasn't able to retrieve it. One woman who was on a cruise for her honeymoon got a beer bottle shoved up there. Apparently she was upset because her husband wasn't fucking her on her honeymoon, so she took matters into her own hands. A plunger cap, hairbrush, a small plastic mermaid, I guess that goes with the orca, and detergent pods. Don't do that. That's not safe at all, because those things dissolve, and your pussy is a very moist, hot area. This is not the Tide Pod challenge you should be participating in. As for buttholes, dog chew toys, a baton. Here's a description of one incident. Patient states he put a baseball in his rectum to see what it felt like. It's kind of why anyone would put anything up their butt, right? Want to see how it feels. Dryer sheets up the butthole. I think that was like a smell issue. Like, this guy was like, my asshole reeks. I wipe and I wipe and I shower and I shower. Still, an unpleasant odor emits from my butthole. Let's try cramming a scented dryer sheet up there. Now, I don't know if I believe this next story. Patient was feeling constipated for 2 days, so he took the base off of his beard clippers and wrapped in a plastic baggie, and then inserted the beard clippers into the rectum, and it got stuck. There's got to be better ways to deal with constipation. A turkey baster, wine stopper, corn cob holder. Oh, here's another incident report that is not believable. He reports that he slipped in the shower and a shampoo bottle went right into his rectum. Okay. Then there's like a more honest person in the shower. He states he was in the shower and was bored when he placed a large shampoo bottle into his rectum. See? That's a real man. He's owning up to his mistake. One man reported that a 7-inch dildo was inserted into his rectum when it accidentally went too far. He attempted to use pliers to remove it and got the pliers stuck as well. A sandal got stuck up someone's ass. Vape pen, a doorknob. Here's another incident report. He inserted a light bulb into his rectum this morning with the glass side first. I can't believe how bad of an idea that is. There's nothing else in your house that could fit up your ass. You had to go with a glass light bulb. Maybe it was one of those like newer LED ones that are like more plastic. All right, so anyway, he got the glass side in first, and due to the suction effect, the bulb got sucked up. Uncooked pasta got stuck up someone's ass. An egg, a rock. Quote, was being intimate with his girlfriend and they shoved a rectangular travel toothbrush holder in his rectum. Was only able to get half of it out. Someone lost an 18-inch dildo. Someone lost a 24-inch dildo. An aerosol can, screws, and nails. Why sharp things? That can't feel pleasurable. The last section I will share with you is penis. People got stuff stuck down their penis hole, and I'm guessing it did not feel fucking fantastic. Stuff like guitar strings, a pair of headphones, I'm guessing earbuds, chess pieces, plural? Staples. Again with the sharp things. Springs, magnets, bobby pins, and an apple core. Jesus Christ. An Allen wrench? Oh, my God. Yeah, so lots of people getting lots of things stuck in their various holes in 2025. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Monday. Before we check in with the freaks, let me just remind you that today's episode was sponsored by Jeremy. Jeremy wanted to hear some very, very old clips. The oldest I could find of me doing this show or a version of this show. As many of you know by now, I actually started doing Distorted View Daily in some form or another back in 1997. I guess you could say that's when I peaked. I just haven't moved on since 1997. I'm doing the same shit as I was doing when I was 17 years old. Now, in 1997 or 1998, when I was still a teenager, the show was basically just me turning on, just starting to record and talking with friends. And in this clip, I am talking to my friend named Jodelle. She went to my high school with me, and we talk about a scandal. Now, I've brought this up on the show. I've mentioned before there was this teacher who was like a music teacher, and he was banging some of the students, then got fired, and then years later, he's like a used car salesman. That's what happens when you commit statutory rape. It's like it's always a car salesman. It's like the only work you can get after you fuck a teenager or something. Anyway, so here is a bit where Jodelle and I are actually talking about this incident as it occurred.
All right, well, why don't we do our first public service announcement? Because, the thing is, lately in our town, there's been some problems in the school system. Jodelle, do you want to explain what happened?
Yeah, she wasn't sure if she could even talk about it, right? I kind of sprung this on her.
Dead air is not good.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, well, don't say any names.
All right, the teacher?
Again, I'm going to stop right here because... I hate listening to very, very old clips of the show. This is just total cringe for me. But, listen to the professionalism. When I tell Jodelle, yes, you can talk about the incident, just don't use any names. For a 17-year-old to say that back in 1998, I knew the rules, man. I knew how to play the game. This is why I've been so successful in the business.
At our school.
Band teacher?
Found a student attractive, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
They were, and all over the place.
They were bumping and grinding.
Yeah, they were, and they got caught, and it was a big scandal, and it was so exciting.
I know, it was a big scandal, and, we gotta warn people about this and let people know the truth about what happened.
Actually, I find him as a rather... inspiration.
It's kind of distorted viewy, right? It's my friend saying that she finds this rapist to be an inspiration. By the way, first of all, I don't even know if it was rape or assault. I don't know exactly what happened. He was doing something inappropriate with a student. At that point, I play a public service announcement. I'm going to hate this, guys. This is going to kill me.
When I was back in school, there was this one teacher that would do, whatever it took in order for the student to understand the concepts he was trying to teach. He was the band director of our school. I remember this one time, this girl was having an incredibly hard time getting the notes right on her trombone. The band director stayed incredibly calm, looked straight in her eye, and said, after class, why don't you stop by and I'll help you with your problems. So after school, she went to the band director's office, and he instructed her to give him a blowjob. I know what you're saying. The band director is nuts. He's insane. He's a sexual predator. Not so. By giving the band director oral pleasure, she was able to loosen her mouth muscles and produce the notes she couldn't do before on a trombone. These are the kind of teachers we want in our public schools. No, wait. We need them in our public schools. And in case you're wondering, thanks to that very band teacher, I now play the bagpipes professionally. Thanks, Mr. Williams. You want to know what my job is? I'm a bagpiper. Thanks to Mr. Williams. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever it takes, I think, because everything takes dedication. So
yeah,
whatever it takes.
And she didn't quit with one.
No. There was 5 counts.
Yeah.
I guess you could call them lessons.
There you go. Distorted View Daily in its infancy. It's a real work in progress, if you ask me. Well, thank you very much, Jeremy, once again for sponsoring today's show. Let's do a couple voicemails now and get the hell out of here. All right, love to hear from you freaks. Many ways to contact the show at distortedview.com. I'm all over social media. Of course, you can also text into our For Harry Cunt line. I want to focus on voicemails today. Let's first check in with some patrons.
Hey, Timmy Boo. Mad Scientist here. I just noticed that the woman who was going to eat all our children for Christmas sounds exactly like the Dalek woman. I kept waiting for her to say, "Do you like fish?"
Oh, you mean...
Do you like fish, children's piss?
That's the Dalek woman. Although that's an edited version. She originally said, "Do you like catfish?" And we change that to fresh children's piss somehow. Through the magic of technology! All right, next up here.
Do Scumhook here, baby.
Hey, Scumhook.
Okay, I have, first, Merry Christmas. But anyway, fuck that.
Merry
I have
Christmas.
a choice for you. You have to pick one of these two options. You don't get to bitch out.
Okay.
So, option one. Every time you fart, it's really loud, really stinks, and a huge cloud of fluorescent green gas is emitted. So it's pretty fucking obvious that it's going on.
Right. Obvious but cool.
Option two. Every time you sneeze, you change genders. I'm not talking you identify as a girl or whatever. It's like full-on pussy to dick, dick to pussy, huge set of cans when you're a chick. So they are your two options, bitch.
All right, well, obviously I would go with the changing gender thing. I just told you guys how much I really want a uterus. It just makes sense. I want a uterus so I can experience an abortion or induce one. I want a uterus for all the wrong reasons, but still, the heart wants what the heart wants. Here's my thinking. Like, I fart often, and sometimes, you know, it's going to be a silent one, and you can get away with farting in public. Like, I like that. I need that in my life. I need to be able to fart and get away with it. I also think that I can induce sneezing. So, you know, you can smell pepper, you know, whatever. Tickle your nose. So while I think I would much prefer to be a guy most of the time, you know, why not switch it up? Live life as a lady. You sneeze, you become a woman. When you get bored with it, you sneeze again. You know, you make yourself sneeze and you're back to being a dude. I think that's the obvious choice. Am I wrong on that? What do you guys think? Weigh in. Let's do one more call here. Oh! Hey! That guy that called in right before the new year with the bad bowel movement, the one I was disappointed in, apparently called back with a better one. There we go. That's the type of crackly shit I'm going for. That's a solid 9. Not on the Bristol stool chart, just like, you know, an Olympic rating. I give that a 9. It's a good shit. Maybe I'm being too generous. Let's go 8. 7.5. I'm revising down. I just got too excited because I heard a loud crackly shit. You know, I wouldn't hold it against you guys if you actually believe that I was into shit. Like I'm a scat freak because I speak so highly of it so frequently. I'm really not, though. I don't like poop. I swear. You can hook me up to a lie detector. I would love it if, like, lie detectors became more affordable. You know, like, everything comes down in price, but I don't think lie detectors do. Honestly, I haven't priced lie detectors, but that might be a fun business expense just to have a lie detector available for use here on the show when needed. I need to prove to you guys I am not into scat. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the program. I want you guys to email me, show@destroyedofyou.com. Destroyedofyou.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. God, is it? Oh, God.
And the funny thing is, kale does not give me diarrhea.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Sideshow exclusive. If you want to hear it, you got to sign up. Go to DistortedView.com right now. Otherwise, I'll see you back on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Guys, this is Pastor Brad. I'm a 52-year-old married white male, hairy, masculine, 7 inches, uncut, huge, thick. I am a senior pastor of a Baptist church. I love fucking guys on the altar, coming on Bibles.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.